Specifically for the job I have now, I've been doing this for about 8 years. My role is doing the reviews and interpretation for operators with mine safety plans of how the compliance with the law they have, as well as doing credible evidence reviews, or as they put in new mines and new mine operations, that they are established in a safe and efficient manner, preventing long-term problems from happening. What excites me about the job that I do is the parts and pieces that I contribute to usually prevent bad things from happening, especially with fatalities and accidents. It also gives a sense of closure. The things of which I've been most proud about and was in 2020, outside of Derry, Pennsylvania, a stone mine had a collapse of about 29 pillars. Of that, I was a lead investigator on the state side, and what was found is what was the technique in which they did, and the problems occurred with that. After the investigation, we developed a technical guidance document that is now being used across the state, and I forwarded it to MSHA Tech support to use it as well for other states. Operators are going to do what they're going to do, but if I can provide any form of guidance, reviews, and everything else to ensure the safety of miners, that's absolutely paramount. The part I really appreciate with an SME is it has first off, it's a huge network of individuals across the globe. That includes not here, but also Australia, Europe, and it also opens you up to a lot of networking opportunities. What I mean by that is not just to know the right people, but also all the research and time and dedication they put into it as well. And it gives you a lot of sources of information and people and experience that you can leverage upon and learn from and apply it yourself. It also gives you the networking. It has a huge platform with One Mine that you can draw upon when needed, especially as you're up against a problem and you don't even know where to start. And rather than facing it alone, you can see historically what others have gone up against before you. The other thing I appreciate with SME is they keep evolving and growing just like everybody else. And because of that, they've actually become more, I would be the right words to put this, they evolve with you as well. And then as you give back to them, you find that the work you do goes to somebody else who is in need and benefit of it. When I obtained the CMSP, it was hosted here in New Stanton, and the training, I took it. I decided to do the training and the test because what it allowed me to do was obtain an international certification that's recognized across the globe, and not just within SME and not just locally. But what it does is it adds a health and safety component that on a mine site gives you the professional credence that you know what you're talking about and what you're doing. One of the things that's happening right now, especially with the generation gap, especially with mine sites, a lot of accidents and occurrences are reoccurring that were solved out back in the 80s and 90s because the passing off of knowledge, the legacy of knowledge was never done. A lot of you have mass retirements and you have a young workforce coming in. We're starting to see the same problems happen. How do you gear yourself and give yourself that you know what you're talking about to be able to give back to these people and actually educate and work through, especially with the company, because it empowers you as well as empowers them to do things in a very safe manner. Because on the flip side, when they don't, how much does it cost when you have an injury or fatality on your mine site? What's the long-standing risk cost? That not just the upfront cost, but the long-term cost. You deal with the long-term morale problems. You deal with the long-term insurance problem. You deal with the families. You deal with lawsuits. You deal with all of this. What if you prevented any of the bad things from happening to begin with? So a lot of companies some look at the CMSP credentials as something, oh, that's nice to have. But honestly, the more they push forward, they'll find out that is actually something, not just something that you obtained from college, but actually built upon work experience and application of that work experience. What it does for me on dealing with companies and operators is it gives you a level of standing more so than just having a professional engineering certificate, that you really do care about what you have, and that adds value back because they know you're representing something that you actually show that you care about them as a person and being safe. one of the things that mine health and safety field is not just a field, it is the entire mine, and everybody has to be included. The biggest thing I can tell you is hazard recognition. Learn everything that could hurt you. Learn everything that can attack you. Learn everything and all the different injury types you have that could hurt you. I mean, if you have those memorized and you can almost religiously recite them and then apply them, you're going to show truly that safety is a value. And one of the things that value isn't just like, because a lot of companies you see, they have a health and safety department. Well, okay, what do? Compliance. This isn't about compliance. This is a way of life. You want your operation to be as safe as it can be. A safe operation is a very productive operation. A productive operation is a very safe operation. One of the things I've learned that when people are just coming to the mine site, learn everything you can. If you have questions, ask, because this is your livelihood. This is you. I've seen and investigated after the fact of numerous fatalities. A lot of it, the stuff you look at, be safe. And what I mean by that, learn everything. Learn everything that could hurt you. You have questions, asked. And if you're dealing with people or management that doesn't want to answer those questions and write you off, do you really want to be working for them? But if they're willing to take the time to explain it to you, show you, and yeah, it's going to be some hard work, and you're going to not like some of the things you're doing. But you remember, everything you're doing, mining historically used to be one of the most dangerous fields in existence. Now it's one of the safest. And it didn't get that way. Everything that happened was written in blood. Remember that, because a lot of people have histories and families that were impacted by fatalities that happened in the mining industry, and that even mine included. So my best advice is learn it, do it, learn everything about it, pay attention a lot, learn how how it can hurt you, and then learn what you can do to make sure that never happens, and then apply it.